EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They were tight. Let's go.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Back to Hampton on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. We can look at this Bronco defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Grenade. Run. Hey, go lion. Grenade. Run.
On first down, hits Hampton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange.
Here's Herbert. Oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Cameron Dicker on now to try to field goal.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 31-yard line.
looking to put a drive together. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up second down. The Broncos are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing Nix. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ray.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
A run once more with Hampton. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a 3rd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
What's going on, guys?
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11th. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
2nd and 5 at the Broncos' 11-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Herbert. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
12. Capper. Go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, Kappa. Go. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Set.
Herbert now. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And the Broncos.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Nix going to give to Harvey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Again, it's Harvey. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. That's out quickly to Hyatt. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So if you like field goals, you've come to the right spot. We've had 3 so far.
Well, this is a football game, right?
It is.
You like that one, huh? You like where I went with that? How about that one?
I like it.
Okay, but hey, let's face it. In this game right now, both defenses have responded well. They're trying to hold the line on this. You just wonder if anyone can break through with a touchdown and put some pressure on their opposition.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
You need 21. Go.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Black 80, black.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Nix. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Broncos 10, Chargers 6.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Now it's Nix. They'll swing this out to Harvey. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Zone read to give to Harvey. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Nix to the air. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
Broncos 13, Chargers 6.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because
down the numbers. There he goes. Inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Bo Nix, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small magical spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want to get the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it second down.
Second and 3.
Let's go, let's go. Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Grab. 21. Go.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll just get rid of it.
sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. R.J. Harvey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Herbert. He'll check this one down to Hampton. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A gain of 4 that time as the drive would continue.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 36 yards on the play. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. McLaughlin not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Oronde Gadsden with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Broncos 27, Chargers 12.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Well, he'll try to run with this. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Bombers. Captain.
Throwing Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2nd and 9.
Crowd right.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Baylor tight. Line. Ready.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. He's got room to roam. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omari at Hampton, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Nix from the shotgun. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Gain of 15 yards.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Up the middle, it's Harvey. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football?
Fights through, and now a crease. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
They stick on the ground on first down with Hill. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Hold on, set.
They run straight ahead with Harvey. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run again. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Broncos 36, Chargers 18.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
First down, Chargers.
Hey, cap.
From the 50, here's Herbert. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Herbert. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
21. Set.
Herbert now. And he's got it. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Chargers, first and goal. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
59, 59. Ready?
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Chargers have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for two.
The Chargers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Herbert going to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
Chargers 26.
So two scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Go. Hey, Ray. Set. Hey, count it. Go. Ready.
Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Line.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Go.
Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 6.
Here's 1st down.
Los Angeles.
Go. Let's go.
Throwing, Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Herbert to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Denver, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.